welcome back, and of course the Armored Saint reviews rolls on. So, in 1985, we end up seeing a new album by Armored Saint titled Delirious Nomad. Of course being produced by Max Norman, which in the same year had produced another US power metal band's follow-up album, Power of the Night by Sabotage. So, of course, there's some similarities, as I pronounced that right, between the two. But if I have to say, I think Armored Saint put out probably the stronger album than Sabotage did in 1985. Nothing against Power of the Night, but I think Delirious Nomad is a little stronger in places. But one of the most noticeable things on here is that there are 4 members, with Phil Sandoval not being all too present on this album because he left during the recording of the album. The only songs he plays on are Over the Edge and Aftermath. Now Aftermath, on the other hand, is really one of the highlights of this album. There really is, it's very emotional song in a way. It really displays, some of the band's, John Bush as well, and just the overall musicianship and writing. Everything on here, on this track, is very good. I like it. Over the Edge, on the other hand, is actually a little bluesy in places. It's very good track, really. I can't really say there anything bad about these 2 songs, with Phil Sandoval being on. Definitely just 2 of the best songs on here, alongside Long Before I Die, the title track, which is titled Nervous Man, but it's really Delirious Nomad. Of course, that's where the title track name, the album title, comes from. So, of course, there's some of the good ones in there. The Laugh, For the Sake of Heaviness, In the Hole, You're Never Alone. There really isn't a bad song on here, though there are, if I have to say anything, there are some weak songs on here. Conqueror is, and Release are probably the 2 weakest songs, and yes, Release is the one that ends the album. Not bad way to end it, because it does display some musicianship, mostly from bass player Joey Vera, who really shines a bit on the song. Even drummer Gonzo also shines as well. Definitely a much better than Conqueror. They're both similar, but to me, they're okay. Another thing about this album is that there's actually less power metal on this album than there was on the debut full-length album March of the Saint. Definitely so overall a good album by Armored Saint. It's not their greatest moment, but it is a good album nonetheless. Probably not as good as the album before it, nor it as good as the follow-up, which is, oh yeah, we're getting to that. So, see you on the other side. So, before we get on to the other side, I want to know what your thoughts on Delirious Nomad. You've heard it? So, what are your thoughts? Do you think it's as good or better than March of the Saint? Or do you think it's not nearly as good? What are your thoughts? All goes down in the comment section. So, time to see you on the other side. Later.